Hey everyone, Aussie Viking here for another video. It's been a while, sort of, like a week. Right now, since there's a whole lot of music and I love music, and right now music is all I've got because I'm working a lot, I figured I'd do some more sort of reviews slash talks about it. And this one is Machine Head's of Kingdom and Crown. Holy crap. And yes, I know this is a while after this album has come out. I understand that. But I had to give this a few listens because everybody was saying this was as good as The Blackening, as good as their first two albums, pretty much one of their best in their discography. Now, I don't deny that, at least not now, but when I started doing it, I was like, I don't know. I had to have a few listens. I had to have a few listens. And that's what I'll be doing for a few albums because I've got the Megadeth album coming. I've got the new Ozzy Osbourne, stuff like that. And then some older albums like Monomath and I did High Long. There was a Monomath, there was Creator, and there's a few other ones that I kind of want to talk about because there's some damn good albums. Because there's a lot of good albums coming out this year. Machine Heads of Kingdom of Crown is one of them. It is so interesting. It is a good concept album. It's their first one, I believe. But it's really good, and I'm not going to lie, I love cracking this one. You get a better understanding of this album if you listen. So I listened to the entire discography that I have. All I have is not that. Look, all the Machine Head albums I don't have is Supercharger. I have it digitally, but I don't have it physically. I enjoy Supercharger. It's a good listen every now and then. Depends on the vibe and what mood you're in. But yeah. But going through every single one of them, you get a better sense and understanding of this beautiful album than you would if you just jump right into it, I think, personally. But then again, it differs from person to person, you know. You can enjoy from just listening to it straight away. But holy crap, is this album great. First of all, it starts off with Slaughter of the Martyr. Oh my god, this song is so good. Like, the lyrics is pretty damn strong. Bit cheesy, I guess you could say, but then again, it's just full, like, 99% of it is great, and there's like one bit of cheese where he's just like, Slaughter the Martyr. Like, the first time he says it after doing, like, that beautiful harmony at the start. Yeah, some people aren't gonna they're gonna think that's a bit weird. After a few listens though, it drops off, and I don't care. I like that. Like, the entire song is fantastic. It's one of their best Machine Head songs ever made. Slaughter the Martyr, and you know, you even got Choke of Your Ashes of Your Hate. Like, man, this feels so good. This is The Blackening too, mate. So good. It's strong. Its vocals are great. Honestly, man, like, I know that Flynn did a lot of like vocal changes, and, you know, from basically Enter the Locust, he started doing vocal work and bettering his singing. And holy shit, man, does this album shows it really, really well. Honestly, his vocals are great. The chugging is great. The thrash is great. You've got to kind of get used to it though, because like I said, I listened to it before I listened to the other albums. I listened to this first when it first came out digitally. Loved it, but didn't think it was the best. Went back and re-heard all the previous Machine Head albums. Came back to this, and I'm like, there it is. There it is. It clicks. It was like when I listened to Iron Maiden. It took me a few tries to get listened to a few more times, but it clicked. And that's been me now. Every time I listen to a new album, I've got to listen to it like 5 times, if not more, just to like let it come in, give it a few days, if not weeks, come back and listen to it, and it just evolves, man. It evolves. And that's why I like to take my time with the albums, because when it evolves and such, you get a better sense of what it is. And this is one of their best albums, 100%. As good as Bloodstone and Diamonds and Burn My Eyes and Blackening and stuff like that. That is debatable. It is one of their best, but it's a debatable in what area you think it is. I personally think it is top 3, honestly. Behind, well, okay, this is going to be weird for some Machine Head fans, but for me, the top 3 are The Blackening, Bloodstone and Diamonds, and this one. Still love Unto the Locust, still love Burn My Ass, even love Supercharger. That one, like, when I'm in a groove mood, when I'm like into Lamb of God and stuff, I really like Supercharger. I'm not going to lie. I actually really like Supercharger, but, you know, that could be a whole thing. Even Catharsis has some, well, okay, Catharsis, little spin-off here. Catharsis, enjoyable album, but not perfect. It is probably their worst Machine Head album. It feels just like Super Collider was, where each song feels like it was taken from a different album, but overall it doesn't balance well. But hey, that's my thought on that, because hey, you know, it is what it is. But overall, man, holy shit, this album, it's a great telling of like light and dark. If I remember correctly, the one at the light one is someone who's lost his wife and I believe children. I'm not too sure about that. I can't remember fully, but he's like lost his wife, and this one just wants anarchy and death and pain. It's a really good. It's a really good concept album, and I didn't expect a good concept album to come from, well, Machine Head. Not to say that they couldn't do it. Obviously, everybody has the creative shop to do it, but you just don't expect it. From a thrash metal band, you don't really expect a concept album of all things. But here they are, rocking and rolling and kicking the shit up to 11, and it is superb. Like, holy shit. I don't think I could really... There's nothing on here that I think I could say is really... Okay, actually no. There's probably one negative. 4 tracks are from their I think it's EP, or that they did, like the Firestorm and stuff, and I love those songs, but when you listen, like last year they were released, I listened to that a lot, because like, holy shit, this is like, at the time, that was like the only Machine Head music we had, pretty much, after Catharsis, and I was like, holy shit, this is great, yeah, rock on. And then it comes to this, and you listen to it, and like all the other songs around it are fantastic, but then, since I've listened to those music so much, it kind of goes in what you don't get the full effect. So if you're listening to this for the first time and you haven't heard that EP, you're gonna get the entire album to its fullest effect, which good on you, because it is better for it. Overall, like, yeah, this is great. If you're gonna get it, definitely get the special edition that it comes with, 2 extra ones, Exteroception and Arrows in the Words of the Sky, which is acoustic. Really good vocals on that, amazing. And some good thrash, well, the one before. And yeah, it's a good solid hour plus. So, okay. worth it. Ways I've been listening to it. I've been listening to it while playing VR. Violent video games, of course, because if you're going to listen to thrash metal, you need violent VR. I'm just saying. That just works so well, and this album just gives it to you. Any shooting game, any stabbing game, any violent VR game, if you have VR, highly recommend listening to Machine Heads of Kingdom and Crown while you're playing. Going for a walk, doing a workout, doing all three, doing a workout while you're in VR, going for a walk, not impossible if you've got their equipment, not impossible. But those were the 3 things and 3 ways that I listened to this album, and it did accentuate it. When I was doing weight building, that music's pumping you up, and you're really feeling the anger, and you're really getting that anger through when you're doing your weights. Perfect. When you're playing the VR and you're really getting into it, and you got a hard difficulty, you go like, oh no, you bang bang, and or you got a weapon and you're stabbing them and cut them up, and you just like, it really, really, really amps you up and makes you feel like an action movie star, and stuff like that. And when you're going for a run, I pushed myself a bit stronger, and I was surprised. The music really pushed me, and of course, music can help push you mentally and physically in certain ways. So yeah, those were the 3 ways that I listened to the album. Obviously, everybody has their own other ways, but yeah, for me, I thought that was the best way to do it, and it did accentuate my memories of this album. And overall, I fucking love this album. I really do. This is a great album and one of their best. I haven't got really much negatives about it, but then again, I'm just a fan. I'm a metal fan. I ain't somebody who's going to be like, oh, the A and B C's, of the playing was off, and I don't like it, and oh, it was too chuggy, or, all that crap. Don't care. I listened to this album, and I love the vocals, I love the music, I loved everything about it, I love the feeling, I love the story, I love how it came together, and I love that I can do other things outside, as in like going to work, playing VR, going for a workout, going for a run, and it can help accentuate those activities. It ticks all the boxes for me as a fantastic thrash album of the year, one of the best, and honestly, one of the best Machine Head albums I've ever heard. That may change in the while, because like I said, things change, Burn My Eyes was my favourite for a while, but then that changed to The Blackening, even changed it onto The Locust, and then, Bloodstone and Diamonds, I even like Catharsis for a bit, though, yes, Catharsis is their worst Machine Head album, I think, but hey. Supercharger is definitely better than Catharsis, 100%, but, opinions and all that. But yeah, 100% recommend, great album. I shall see you all in Valhalla. Bye.